Hey, Smitty Halibut here, KR6ZY of the N6EOF Club. Well, the CQ805 Club, the call sign is N6EOF. And here we are up at High Mountain. We have a special guest visitor for our field day is Carl the Fog behind me. But there is our antenna, and we're right next to one of the tie-off ropes for it. You can't see it. Anyway, it's windy up here. It is super windy up here, and that antenna is looking a little wobbly, but it stood up. It was super windy last night as well. I'm going to do a quick tour of our field day site while I'm here. So, as you saw, this is our antenna. We have one of the quote-unquote military mast tripod bases here with one of our members, Gary, 86OW, who made these feet for it, which slide inside the leg sections and stake into the ground. Unfortunately, he only got around to making, well, he only had time to make two of them, so we kind of had to improvise with this third one here. I have my concrete bucket with a mast sticking out of it that we use for assembling the radio, or the antenna. And then otherwise, it's a standard push-up mast. And up at the top, we've got, you can really see the fog moving there. We have my tail twister rotator and a Comet H422 dipole antenna. Ooh, Dan's rotating the antenna now. He's showing off. Which is a 10 meter, 15 meter, 20 meter, and 40 meter rotatable dipole. And that has been an absolutely fantastic antenna for this event. All right, let's go up here. This is the High Mountain Fire Lookout. It was an old fire lookout back in the decades ago that the firefighters have stopped using several decades ago actually. And back in the 90s when I was in college, we were able to get permission to use the actual building itself. But since then, they have given tenancy of the building over to the Condor Lookout Group, who are tracking birds, endangered birds in the area. So I had to get permission from them to come up and use the site, which they've given us, but not the actual building itself. They can't get us into the building. But you'll see on the side of the building, behind a bush, let me fix that, is Dan, KC6WOT, sitting at the table. He's waving. Sitting at the table working on Big DX, and we've had to move this table around to different sides of the building based on where the wind was at any given time. Last night the wind was coming from the west. This is the east side of the building, so we moved over to the east side, the leeward side of the building. But right now it's coming from the south, and Dan's getting whipped around, so we're actually going to move that table back up to the north side of the building where the easy up is. Let me go ahead and just kind of give you a walk around. So there's the tower. This is the front of the tower, kind of the south side of the tower. Luckily the building runs perfectly north, south, east, west, so it makes it very easy to orient things. This is our working station. We've got our laptop. We got Dan. I'm trying to keep a social distance. You working on Big DX?
November 6 Echo Oscar Foxtrot. You faded out, but this is November 6 Echo Oscar Foxtrot 1 Alpha Santa Barbara 1 Alpha Sierra Bravo. QSL.
Working a Big DX in Utah.
Big DX, at least Utah's big.
So, you know, my FT920, there's my little audio interface board that takes the different headsets and mixes everything together, and that's where we're getting the speaker output over there while he's still listening to the headphones. But yeah, not a lot exciting over here. Food, like I said, we moved everything over to this side of the building because of wind. Normally it's a really nice patio we can use, but Right now it's okay, but the wind was coming from over there and whipping across here super fast last night. I'm not real good at estimating wind speeds, but probably in the 10 to 20 mile an hour range, maybe higher. I don't know. It was pretty sketchy. Things were pretty horizontal. And my favorite side of the building, one with the giant conduit that was painted on the side. But so yeah, here's another view. I don't know what's in those buildings. I'm guessing the white concrete one in front is an old water cistern from the pipe that goes up there to the gutter system on the tower. But we're using the giant propane tank as one of the bases for the guy wires. But there's our antenna. We got our generator. We replaced the 2 kilowatt noisy generator with a 7 kilowatt Honda inverting. But we decided to not mess around, and we kept our improvised 60 hertz choke because the other one was generating a lot of RF noise. So we put some ferrites on the extension cord, and then we had a lot of extra cord, so we might as well make a choke out of it. So that was our field day site. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. That's okay. But I kind of wanted to just give a tour of what it's like running a field day site in the field on a remote hilltop. We've been dealing with heat a lot. We've been dealing with wind a lot. We've been dealing with bugs a lot. But even with all of that, I've enjoyed the hell out of this trip. Oh, I look a little sunburned. I've enjoyed the hell out of this trip. So, yeah. Anyway, this is Smitty Halibut, KR6ZY of the CQ805 Amateur Radio Club, N6EOF, 1 Alpha Santa Barbara. And we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.